MrGuitarPicks.com.
It was an online comic that I was just doing for fun. It was a hobby.
Hello? This is Professor Wang. I repeat, if you can hear me, type a message below. Can you hear me? Like I stated earlier, I am broadcasting live from a secret remote location. I am turning you on! My long-frequency, deep-penetrating sound ejector is opening up the portal! We are both coming in for the Wang Macabre!
A certain chick lies on the ground. She cannot rest until she is found. She has been dead so long. I'll tell you why and you'll be in too. Midnight and she sighs here and reply with chemical.
Well, it is another episode of Wang Macabre Radio Hour today. Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Joe Gonzalez, Lynette Patovich, Michael Bergen, Leonard Steinman, Daryl, Henry, and Brianna Gardner. And that is just for starters. Guys, this is an exciting episode today. We have something really special for you. Shockfest Film Festival is so close. We are close to the main event in Los Angeles on November 13th. Friday the 13th, 2020. If you go to the Indiegogo campaign, it is currently the only way to get your ticket right now. And I am about to show it to you right before we get started. This is some really exciting news, guys. If you want to get your ticket, you need to reserve your copy of Halloween Never Ends. That's right, guys. Halloween Never Ends. You want to get the Supernatural All Access Pass. There are only 9 because COVID is a crazy character. Guys, this is currently the only way to get your seat. Reserve a copy of the expansion pack of the Halloween Never Ends game. Get your seat now before it disappears. This is the only guarantee for now that you will be able to attend Shockfest. In the meantime, guys, this is exciting. We will be having a promo next week. In the meantime, it's about time we introduce my co-host, Professor Wang. Wang, are you here, Wang?
Hello!
Professor Wang.
Hello!
Well, I see it. You made it through the portal, Wang. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello!
Well, Destiny Saria got her ticket. She's actually the first one.
Hello,
Thank you
Destiny.
so much for
Hello,
joining us.
Leonard. Hello, Brianna. Hello, Andrew. Hello, Daryl Henry. What is up, Michael Bergen? Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Wang Macabre Radio Hour.
Guys, we got some exciting news tonight. Thank you so much for joining us, Professor Wang. I see you made it through the portal all safe and sound.
Yes, it was crazy because it was a long frequency, deep, penetrating sound ejector.
Well, that's fascinating, and I'm pretty sure ejaculating the sound is much more efficient than projecting it.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. I never said that. I told you my device is a long frequency, deep, penetrating sound ejector.
Fascinating subject. We have some great stuff to talk about today, folks. We're going to be talking about the Horror Library, a Vegas magic show, which took place last weekend. It was the first Las Vegas event that actually took place in a live venue since COVID. We're also going to be talking about Halloween Never Ends. We have a very special guest today, filmmaker and Shockfest award winner, actually an award winner at the Horror Library. And, of course, our newest Portal event, which is our last Portal event of the year, folks. Portal event, not the main event, the Supernatural Drive-In.
Well, you know one thing about our Portal events. We're the only film festival that transports in different cities.
That's correct, folks. Portal events take place in different cities every month. Every month, Shockfest takes over a brand new city. We were in New York City in Times Square. We were in Salem, Massachusetts. We were just in Las Vegas. And now we are about to invade Los Angeles at the main event. But first, the Supernatural Drive-In.
Oh, Jeffrey, I've got to tell them one thing. I have to tell them about the purification ritual we need to do on all the women that attend.
Not the men?
No, never men. Just women and the purification ritual.
Well, the purification ritual certainly is important. Would you like to talk about the purification ritual, Professor Wang?
I do, but first, Mikhail Bergen. Anyone else having technical difficulties? Hey,
Yeah,
can you pull up that thing up right quickly? Show that comment. I want to show that we have a brand new format here. Anyone else having technical difficulties? It might be due to my long frequency, deep penetrating sound ejector.
That's right, folks. Professor Wang has been working tirelessly night and day to change our format of the show, and we have this new format, and we want to make sure this works for everybody. So please let us know in the comments. We want a lot of interactivity. We want to know what you're up to, and we want to know if you're having any technical issues, because we're going to make sure that it's going to be fixed.
That's correct. I've been working on a formula. As you can see in my background, I have this formula pertaining to the long frequency, deep penetrating sound ejector, and I realized we will be doing purification rituals at Shockfest for only women. Sorry, Michael Pickle. Brianna, can you hear me? Leonard, I can hear you. Victoria, all the women get a purification ritual.
So, Brianna, are you saying you're having trouble seeing Professor Wang? Please write in the comments. We want to know this stuff. This is important to all of us. But first, oh, Michael Pickle says it's working great for him. Great to see you, Michael Pickle. Thanks for joining us.
I love that. Michael Pickle. I love the name Pickle.
Pickles are very delicious.
Yes.
Especially when they're sour. Now, I'd like to introduce our first judge, the Oracle. He's a good friend of ours. Brianna says you're frozen, Wang. That's actually pretty common. I wonder why.
I am frozen in time, but I will reverse it. You may know that my history, I was once a Confederate general.
You were a Confederate general. What a fascinating story. He's actually in a secret location, Brianna. You don't exactly know where Professor Wang is, but he's jumping from place to place.
I am broadcasting live from a remote secret location.
Fascinating. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on the Oracle of the Film Festivals. He is one of our judges of Shockfest, and he was also a special host at the Horror Library. Here he comes, folks, straight to the portal. The Oracle of Film Festivals.
Hello! Welcome.
Hello? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Well, gentlemen, I trust you were able to escape Las Vegas without losing too much of your money.
Oh, Oracle, we encountered COVID himself. He was there, COVID.
I saw this young COVID. Quite the handsome devil he was. I thought that I had eradicated him, but it turned out I had not.
That's fascinating. We actually have a couple highlights to show from the horror library, including the trespassing of the dreaded COVID-19. We'll get to that soon. But first, we have a few other people to pull up from the portal. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring on our special guest, Hillbilly Terry, straight through the portal. Here he comes, folks. Hillbilly Terry. He has made it through the portal.
What's going on, man? 'Cause I'm a hillbilly, half silly fool, redneck down to my willy. I'm not scary, I'm Terry, your long lost friend you find in a hurry. Got your back, I talk smack, but if you're feeling down, feeling messed around, a family or friends or a gal named Charles Govey, I got your back. Sinister Picks, man.
Sinister Guitar Picks, one of our good friends at Shockfest. Thank you so much, Hillbilly Terry.
What's going on, man? I love you. I love you, Oracle. I love you, Wang. And I love you, Jeffrey. And I love Brianna, Timothy, Leonard, Mikhail, Destiny. Come on, girl. We're going on a date, mama. And Joe Gonzalez. Come on, sexy. You.
Be careful, it's Michael Bergen. He emphasizes, I know it's spelled like an Eastern European, but it's pronounced like an American.
Well, you know what, Michael, Muka, back down here in the South, man, we call him friend.
That's super nice. Looks like you had a request, Hillbilly Terry.
Oh, yeah, man. Hillbilly. New song, Bubbles in my head. Bubbles in my head. I think I'm going to play those bubbles in my head.
Fascinating song. It sounds like a new #1 hit. Well, folks, we are about to bring on our special guest of honor today. He is the winner of the universe of Fighting Against Virtual. Actually, Hillbilly Terry, you sponsored that award.
That's right, man. You know, I'm sorry that I couldn't make it down there. I'm not stupid, man. I'm just not stupid. You guys are taking risks with COVID, and I knew COVID was going to be there, man. COVID appeared there.
If I may, all of this time you were fighting against COVID, and when we needed you the most, you sent in a video? How dare you, sir?
Come on, man. Look at this. I'm going to be at the next Portal event, and it's going to be located close to where I was born, man. My hometown is close there, but we'll reveal that in a little bit, man. Come on, mama.
Exciting stuff. A reveal of
I'm going to open a beer, an invisible beer. Ready? Did it.
Wow, you are one magical man, Hillbilly Terry. We could have used those magical skills at the Horror Library Vegas Magda Show.
Yes, we could have.
Well, I think it's about time we bring on our special guest. He's a filmmaker known for a variety of films, including his most recent short, Billy, about a killer puppet, but also his franchise, The Immortal Wars, and of course, the Telephobia. Ladies and gentlemen, filmmaker from Las Vegas itself, Mr. Joseph Lujan.
Hello!
Great to see you, Joe. What a great movie collection you have in the background.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been collected since I was in high school. I've surpassed 1,000 DVDs, I think, is what it is.
What a number.
Or maybe even 3. I don't know. Right now, everything's in boxes. I'm in the middle of moving and packing, so yeah.
Joe, do you want to tell the public exactly where you are moving to?
No, actually.
Come on, man. Come on. I got to ask you, Joe. Are you from Texas? Because I'm from Texas, man.
I am from Texas, yes, from El Paso, Texas.
Fascinating. You're from El Paso.
Yeah, that's home.
What brought you to Las Vegas?
Work, my business. You know, it's kind of brought us out here, and yeah, that's pretty much it, really.
Well, Joe, what attracted you to the art of filmmaking, and how did you develop your career?
I was a fan of horror films. I was always a fan of horror films, and I wasn't allowed to watch scary movies for my parents, so I would do it during when I was being babysitted by my grandmother. My grandmother would be like, "Don't tell your mom we're going to watch these scary movies," and that's when I started to watch Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Those were the movies that kind of started it all, and then Resident Evil is what made me decide filmmaking, and that's been the case since I don't even know when. It's been 17, 18 years now.
18 long years.
Joe,
Yeah.
Joe, this is Professor Wang. Can you hear me, Joe? This is Professor Wang.
Professor Wang, how's it going?
Hello, I have a question for you.
Yes.
I know that we have given you an award for Best Universe. That means your mind can think like my formulaic equations. How do you come up with such grand visions? Explain that.
Oh, well, it just comes to me. It just pops in my head, a simple detail, or I could see a piece of artwork or hear a song or any type of art out there. I'll look at it and my mind then starts to grow and it starts to expand and I start to piece everything together. And yeah, it's a nonstop thing. Sometimes I don't sleep because my mind is constantly processing new ideas, new characters, new scenarios. Yeah, it's not as intricate as what I see behind you, but it's pretty close.
And we have a special montage of your universe to show to the world, something that was premiered at the Horror Library, a Vegas magic show. Are you ready, Joe Lujan, to see your universe in action?
Yes,
Excellent,
sir, I am.
Well, if you don't know already, it is about time for us to share with you the universe of Joe Lujan's artistry. Here we go.
The Immortal Wars is a live adaptation from a comic book series that I did when I was in college. It was an online comic that I was just doing for fun. It was a hobby.
Exciting stuff, Joe. Fantastic.
Thank you, thank you.
You got some very positive comments here in the feed. So, Joe, comic books, movies, all of this is impressive stuff. How do you transition from comics to films?
Normally you see the comics first, which you normally get. But I went backwards. I had all my original sketches and all that because I was doing this universe since I was in college back in El Paso. I did that and I did the films, The Immortal Wars, and then the books came after that. Then there's the spin-off prequels, there's spin-offs, there's an animated short film coming out soon, and there's a lot more. There's a lot more that's being worked on right now at this moment, yeah.
Mr. Lujan, it is I, the Oracle, as you know. You're able to screen this at the horror library in front of a live audience. So these viewers at home today are very fortunate to see it because it was an exclusive for those people in attendance. But let me ask you this. How did it feel to see your work on the big screen after not being in a theater for so long?
I'll be honest. It was surreal. It basically was my career of, like I said, 17, 18 years crammed into 2-3 minutes. It was a little surreal. It kind of it was in the perfect timing. You know, I think with what's going on right now, a lot of us are doubting ourselves. A lot of us are questioning where we're going in our paths, our lives, and I was feeling like that. I had been feeling like that for a while, and seeing that playing in front of like the audience and watching that basically combination of everything I've done in the last 17, 18 years, it felt great. It was reassuring for me, I guess, for my career, and it just reminded me that it's worth it. That was definitely worth every second. All the
Joe,
tears and everything, it was all worth it.
I must say, Joe, it's completely well-deserved that you got Best Universe at Shockfest. But let me ask you, how was being at Shockfest this year screening?
It was fun. Honestly, I missed the environment of being in the theater, in getting that sense of escaping from your day-to-day lives. And being at Shockfest this year, it kind of helped. It was that moment where you're like, okay, this is what I miss. This is what I love about filmmaking, is seeing. So, I mean, you guys, there was a lot of films that were screened. There was short films, and just watching all of that was exciting, and it reminded me of, like, I don't want to say old times because it was just about a year ago, but it just brings you back to that time where it felt like life was a little bit easier than it is now. Yeah.
It feels like old times. It really does. Folks, in the comments, please ask away throughout the rest of this episode if you have any questions for Joe. We thrive on comments. Ladies and gentlemen, this is some exciting stuff. And in fact, we have a couple highlight reels to share about what happened at the horror library. Are you guys ready to see that? Of course you are. But before we do, I'd like to talk about our next live event in Los Angeles. Folks, this next live event will be taking place in Los Angeles on Friday, the 13th of November. It is the main event of Shockfest Film Festival. And we can't wait. We have some special guests, including Rob Zombie and our newest special guest announced at the Horror Library. But I won't just name drop our newest special guest. I'm going to let you guys see it exactly how our audience did. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The recap of the Horror Library, a Vegas magic show.
Welcome to the world of Shockfest. I'm Zach Bagans. 10 of the Shockfest Film Festival award winners will be presented with a free ticket to my very haunted museum in Las Vegas. So join me at the ultimate Shockfest spook show in Los Angeles.
We are the one and only film festival able to maintain 5 live events during this world pandemic.
Are you ready to play the Shockfest COVID escape room?
Do you know the coordinates of the next Shockfest portal event?
Fascinating stuff. And as you can see, we have 3 laurels from our previous portal events that quite a few filmmakers like yourself have collected. And it's not too late, guys. We got one more portal event to go in our main event on November, Friday the 13th. Right in the comments.
No, man. Speaking of portal events, I gotta tell you something. Where's my cousin? Speaking of portal events, cousin, get over here, girl. If you were down there live, my cousin, get your butt over here. Go, wait a minute. Give me a smooch really quickly. Where's my smooches? Now, give everybody a kiss, girl. I want you to put your lips right there. Oh, that's my girl. Oh, yeah. Anyways, my cousin currently is pregnant. Can you guess who the baby is? It's because it's somebody in this room. Pull back. Pull it back. I want to see which one it is. Is it you, Joe?
No.
Are you sure, Joe?
Come on, Joe. I know it might be you.
All right, it's me.
Maybe. I don't know. You're too nice, man. You're too nice.
Brianna asked a wonderful question. I live in LA, and how do I get tickets to the show? That's a very good question, and I'm about to share with you the answer. There's only one way right now to get your ticket, and it is limited, my friends. You need to donate to the Halloween Never Ends Indiegogo campaign. We have hit in just a week our goal of $5,000 to raise the money to make this game a reality. And now we have a stretch goal. We want to aim for $7,500 to make this game bigger, better, and all above amazing. And if you want your ticket to Shockfest, you need to reserve your copy of the Supernatural All Access Pass, because it comes with a free ticket to Shockfest Film Festival and the expansion pack of the game. Now is the time. There's only 9 of them left, folks. Do it now, because if you don't, you might miss it. That's how you get your ticket right now to join Shockfest Film Festival. We're very excited to have you all join us.
All right, come here. And if you do it, I'm going to have my cousin, look closely. I'm going to have her blow bubbles. Come on. Come on, girl. Blow me some bubbles. How many of you like bubble blowing? Oh, it's like having bubbles in my head. Bubbles in my head. Bubbles in my head.
Hear that, Leonard? Your new favorite song. Christopher Maggard's on today. He's asking how everyone's doing tonight. We're doing great, Chris. Thanks for joining us.
Chris, man, I met your daughter, man. Is she single?
Yes.
She's beautiful, man. You make beautiful children.
We did meet your daughter at the horror library. She was in the audience for a Vegas magic show. Oh, Leonard, your puppy's sitting. That's fantastic. Such a friendly man. Ladies and gentlemen, we have another quick highlight reel to share with you from the horror library. This one has an invasive individual who was not supposed to be there that night, but he was. And he gave us a wonderful experience of an escape room, just like we do at almost every Shockfest event. Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to present to you a quick highlight reel of what happened at the horror library of Vegas Magic Show.
Me and my brother, we raise hundreds of thousands of dollars every movie through crowdfunding, and we've raised millions of dollars for our movie doing this.
It ended with the usual Shockfest giving away great awards and amazing prizes.
Best universe goes to Joe Lujan.
Thank you to Shockfest and for everyone involved with the universe. This was a dream of mine that I had when I was in high school. I decided to create a universe that focuses on equality and fighting for what's right and believing in what's the right thing to do in life.
This is a ticket to the Zach Baggins Haunted Museum, a gift card to Zia Records.
I'm very proud to accept this award on behalf of filmmaker Patrick Ray for his incredible and spellbinding short film, Spiritual Practice. Bless America also. Thank you, Patrick Ray. This is for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fighting Against Virtual Best Trailer, the Mahal Brothers.
We just want to thank everyone for the opportunity. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Gil. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Skater Girl, aka Hillberry Jerry's cousin.
It even got more exciting when the Super Mario Brothers came out and Princess Peach came over to deliver their clean bed sheets. Now they're ready for a mushroom dream sleep.
There's so much trouble in the world today. We're so misunderstood. But along with science, we'll find a way to save the world with Dr. Dogood.
I'm Dr. Dogood from the Mockumentary Institute, and welcome to the world of Shockfest. We are the one and only film festival that has been able to do all 5 of our live events during this world pandemic.
I'm not a pandemic.
Oh, COVID, you are my helper. You are there live.
That's right. Let me tell you the details. I was at the horror library and I was the opening act. Not my best work. They followed up with my explosive performance hypnotized. It made everybody sleepy.
As you stare at your pendulum, it will start to move forward and back. Now, I want you to tell the pendulum to move left and right, side to side.
Legendary horror actor Kane Hodder punched in live for an interview with the Oracle of Film Festivals.
Those of us that have been through situations where we endured bullying realize it's far more insidious than people sometimes give it credit.
There is only one guy who would have the bully balls to bully his balls.
Niggas on the corner, I ain't forget you niggas.
Speaking of bully balls, these two played a game on each other. The game of who has the bigger
Team Oracle, give me from the pits of your belly a styling huzzah! Huzzah! Didn't give a good huzzah. That's
Guys, we can beat that. Come on.
They both lost. There's only one winner here, and that's me and that one skate girl when she's sitting down. It even got more exciting when the Super Mario Brothers came out and Princess Peach came over to deliver their clean bed sheets. Now they're ready for a mushroom dream sleep. I then ended it by giving everybody COVID. The end.
Wow, I so wish I could have been there in person. Luckily, I will be at the event in Los Angeles in November for Shockfest Mockfest Film Festival. Submit your film on filmfreeway.com/mockfest and get a 20% off discount on any Mockfest film submission with the code DOGOOD.
Fascinating stuff. That was awesome.
Great time.
Lujan,
Great
I
time.
thought you accepted that award very well with your Bane mask. You look great up there.
Had a great time.
I will say that COVID is adorable, but the more I see him, the less I like him.
I think that's true for everybody, Oracle. And also, just like Dr. Dogood said, we're all going to be at the Los Angeles event on November 13th. And now's the time to get your ticket. Right now, there's only one way, and it's very special. Get your Supernatural All Access Pass on the Halloween Never Ends Indiegogo campaign.
Mr. Joe Lujan, I was going to ask you, have you ever had a mushroom dream sleep?
A mushroom dream sleep?
Yes, a mushroom dream sleep.
I have not, but it sounds intriguing.
So what you saw with the Mahal brothers, they had a mushroom dream sleep on stage.
Okay. That looks like fun. I'm really game for that.
Yes, I was wondering if anybody out in the audience ever had a mushroom dream sleep.
Write in the comments if you've had a mushroom dream sleep and let us know what your dream sleep was like.
Joe, do you collect paranormal artifacts by chance?
I don't know. Hopefully not. I live on my own, so I don't know if I want to bring anything into my home that can
Well,
possibly
you
harm
did
me.
receive an amulet from the Shockfest Film Festival, the award
did.
that you got.
Yes, I
Is
did.
that handy to you? Can you pull it out?
I do, actually. Give me a second. I have it right here.
While Joe goes ahead and pulls out his amulet, allow me to give you a hint at a special surprise we're going to be announcing today. We have a new card from the Halloween Never Ends game. And I know one of you in the audience is going to love seeing what this card is. We're going to announce it very soon, but Joe Lujan's back to share his cursed object.
Dude, I got this dude right here. Can you guys see that?
Look at that.
Joe, be careful. Did Jeffrey Macabre give you that?
He did, actually.
That is a cursed object. That's cursed.
Absolutely.
I'm totally cool with this type of curse.
Well, it's cursed, and there's only one way to reverse the curse, Joe. One way.
Please tell me how.
I will tell you at the end of the program.
And Professor Wang will be sharing with all of you how to remove the curse at our next special event. Leonard Steinman says, Jeffrey gave me one. I absolutely did, Leonard. You deserve a cursed object just like everybody else who got one. Which I love the discount password. That's a great question. Are you asking about submitting to Shockfest Film Festival? Because I can give that to you right now. There you go. Follow the moving banner. Folks, we have a surprise for you today. A brand new card from the Halloween Never Ends game. We're building this game together, and we cannot wait to share this with you, and I'm about to do it right now. Joe, I can't wait to see what you have to say about this card. This is a card brought to you by our special artist, Mr. Michael Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest card of the Halloween Never Ends game. Christopher Maggard, are you still in the comments? Please let us know what you got to say about this one. We're really excited about this.
That is beautiful.
It is beautiful, Joe.
Come on, man. I think that's a lovely card, man. I got to tell you one thing. It reminds me of one of my exes that live out in Texas. Yee-hoo! Hey, cousin, get over here. Get over here, cutie pie. Hey, you know, one of the things that happened with my cousin. Oh, hey, mama. I got to tell you something. When it comes to my cousin, she's pregnant. And one of the problems is, give me one more kiss. I got to get a kiss. I don't know who the father is.
Who could the father be, Hillbilly Terry? Is it somebody here in the comments?
Well, I wonder if it could be Christopher Maggard. I mean, Christopher Maggard is one stud. I think he's a handsome stud.
Very well could be Christopher Maggard. Hey, Charles Govey's talking to you.
Wait a minute. That's my... Wait, Charles Govey? Is that you? Am I going to see you in Los Angeles?
I
Come
certainly
on, Charles
hope so.
Govey.
Christopher Maggard, he loved it. Chris, we're so happy you are here to see this, the reveal of the Possession Demon card. We're excited to have you join us. I'm glad you loved it, Chris. We're very happy. Very exciting.
Hey, get back over here. I got to tell cousin to do one more thing. Hey, girl, get back down. You got to go back down, girl. Get down really quickly. Bye.
Well, Hillbilly Terry. Oh, there you go, Hillbilly Terry.
All right,
see
girl,
you.
get back up. Get back up now. Get back up. Come on, girl. Oh, that's my girl. You're a good girl, and you listen well.
As everybody should, Hillbilly Terry, as everybody should. In regards to the horror library, I'd love to give a quick shout out to the Clark County Library, of course, and Guerrilla Radio Smoke Shop, Gaffer Power, and Sinister Guitar Picks. All of them are friends of Shockfest. Shout out to you guys. Christopher Maggard, what do you got to say? Thank you so much, guys. Darkness is the possession demon. Love you guys. We love you too, Chris. In fact, we love all of you, filmmakers, audience members of the Wang Macabre Radio Hour, potential submitters of Shockfest. We want you all to have a good time during these days of COVID, and we're proud to have you join us. Especially you, Joe Lujan.
No, thank you for having me. I will say this. I will interject real quick and say this. So I've mentioned it a few times to you guys, and I just want to thank you guys. When I first moved out to Vegas, Shockfest was always one of those events where I dreamt of just being involved with somehow. It was always something that I wanted to do, and thankfully last year I had the opportunity and honored to be involved, and it definitely was a dream come true. So I want to thank you guys for that.
Touching words. Joe, thank you so much for saying that to us. We really appreciate having you on board and sharing your incredible work. You were also at the horror library and the Hotel Paranormal last year, so this has been a lot of fun.
It has, yeah. Definitely experiences that if any filmmakers, if you guys ever want to experience something different and unique and otherworldly, definitely Shockfest is the place to do it for sure.
Joe, let me ask you this. Will you be at the Supernatural Drive-In? That is where the portal will manifest for the next event.
I'm hoping I am. I mean, I'm trying to make it to each event, but that damn COVID.
What a great segue. Joe, I'd love to ask you about COVID and the filmmaking process, what it's been like during this year of COVID.
I mean, it definitely has changed a lot of stuff. I just got off set from our most recent film, Obscura, and it was more protocols, more things we have to take care of before we even go out there, and certain things we have to be on top of while we're out there. So it definitely has changed a bit, but as long as you have everything planned out, and I know there's certificates to go and get it's like a course on precautions and everything you need to take care of before going on set. It definitely makes it a lot easier, but it has changed. But as long as you get everything in line, you'll be good to go. Yeah.
Fascinating stuff. You know, all of our team at Shockfest are certified, especially our good friend Hillbilly Terry.
That's right, man. I got to tell you, I am certified COVID, and my cousin knows it. Girl, can you go down really quickly and go get a guitar pick down below? Oh, that's a good girl. Hey, man, play him that song that I wrote for Sinister Guitar Picks, you know? Come on, man, let me get my guitar. Can you play that?
Absolutely. We can play the Sinister Pick song. Ladies and gentlemen. Hillbilly, do you want to do this acoustic, or would you like to do the recording?
No, do the recording, man. I just do the recording. My throat. Oh, my goodness, cousin. Oh, my God, cousin.
Fascinating.
SinisterGuitarPicks.com.
There you go, Hillbilly Terry. The recording of SinisterPicks.com. Sinister Guitar Picks. Pardon me.
All right, girl. Come on back up. Roar. There's my beautiful cousin. Hey, you guys might know Cousin Skate Girl if you're at the... Oh, I love getting head kisses. I love it. I love getting kissed on the head. Hey, don't be thinking anything dirty, Joe Lujan. I know what's on your mind, man.
I'm sorry, man. You're hilarious. I love it.
Okay, I love you too, man. Hey, I got to tell you, you're a handsome fella. I met you in person. You're tall, dark, and handsome. I love you, man.
Thank you. So
Hillbilly seems to be taking a shine to you, Joe Lujan.
And you dress good too, man. You're a good dresser.
Thank you. Thank you.
Leonard Steinman loves Skate Girl. Skate Girl, you're loved by Leonard Steinman.
Wait a minute, she's getting fans. You better be careful, Leonard. Oh my goodness, she's gonna give you one of those. Are you the father, Leonard? Are you the father?
I certainly hope not, for your sake, Hillbilly Terry. Leonard's a fighter, and he'll fight you. Scoops and Mischief says, we love Joe. Scoops and Mischief, thank you for joining us today, guys.
Mischief, I love you guys. Oh, I missed that.
They were at Hotel Paranormal as well.
Together, yeah. We need to
Is
work
that where you
together
met them,
again
Joe?
soon.
Is that where you
What
met
was
them,
that?
Joe? Is that where you met them?
On what?
Scoops and Mischief, is that where you met them in person? At Hotel Paranormal?
No, actually, well, that's true. Actually, that is when I first met them, but we worked together on a film called Clown Motel recently.
Oh, you worked on the Clown Motel movie.
Yeah, I was a co-director for Clown Motel 2, and that's where we were able to actually work together. It was a great time.
Fascinating stuff. Joe, could you talk a little more about your work? What is the next thing we're going to be able to see from your work?
Oh, the next thing. Well, our little Billy is making his rounds right now.
Talk to us about Billy.
Billy is a I don't want to give away too much, but I can say that he's a character within our Dark universe, since we're relaunching and rebranding Carcass Studios. It is the introduction to the next phase, and he is very dangerous. And if those who have not caught him yet, he makes you do things you don't want to do. Let's say that.
Can you give us an example of something you wouldn't want to do that Billy, not you, Hillbilly.
Hey, wait a minute, you calling Hillbilly? I knew somebody was calling my name. I heard you, Joe Lujan.
I feel Hillbilly Terry will do anything. So, yeah. But Billy will, I mean, basically he makes you harm yourself to the most extreme way possible. the most extreme way imaginable. That's what
Sounds
Billy
like
does.
Man, that's the opposite of me, man. Your Billy makes people harm themselves. This hillbilly pleases themselves.
Well, there you go. You might have to meet Billy then real soon.
I like that, man. Hillbilly meets Billy.
Billy.
That is a meetup that I would love to see. I would actually pay good money. Mr. Lujan, may I ask your opinion on something?
Yes.
As you were at the horror library, what did you think of the accommodations? How nice was that theater?
It was very nice. It's definitely a hidden gem. I did not know about that venue. It was spacious, clean. It was nice. It was big. Obviously, with COVID, we couldn't fill up completely with lots of people, but there was lots of seats, and I definitely will be looking into possibly doing some screenings in Las Vegas at that venue. I think it's one of the best venues I've seen out there. Yeah.
It is a very nice venue. Follow-up question. What did you think of my performance?
You were great, Oracle. You knew exactly what you were doing. I liked the little battle between you and Jeffrey. That was definitely entertaining.
A battle, you say?
Yes, the battle that Jeffrey lost, I'd like to point out for the listeners at home.
I was front row and watched it all. I witnessed it all.
Hey,
Joe,
wait a minute. What'd you think about my cousin Skate Girl skating on stage? What'd you think about that in her little, Dizzy Dukes, man?
She did a phenomenal job. She walked me to the actual podium when I was accepting my award. So thank you, Skater Girl. Thank you.
Get over here, Skater Girl. blow him a kiss. Blow him a kiss.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Joe, Billy's your next project.
Yeah.
That's exciting news. Where did you get the inspiration for such a scary monster?
I mean, the doll, he was a puppet. It looked completely different. And I wanted to create a new character to terrify audiences. And I made him from scratch, basically. I repainted him. I basically gave him his hair, his costume, everything that he has. I did myself. I created myself, and I just wanted to create a character that would terrify the viewers and just introduce a new nightmare to people. That was the main focus, and he's doing quite a good job because I don't even allow him in my own house.
Fascinating stuff. Hillbilly Terry, Christopher Maggard had a comment for you specifically.
Wait a minute. I want to put Hillbilly in my next film with Dara. Man, I'm going to impregnate her then. I'm in, man. I am in. But I'm not the father of cousin, though. No, not me, man.
I'd like to warn you, Terry, that everyone who's come in contact with darkness has not had a fortuitous end.
Oh, man, don't trust me. I'm going to give her a nice end, if you know what I mean with end, man. Right in the end, man.
Everybody who has a beginning should have a wonderful end. Folks, now it's time to get your copy of your ticket to Shockfest Film Festival. There's only one way to do it, and that is to reserve your ticket through Eventbrite on the Halloween Never Ends game. The Shockfest created game where Halloween never ends. All you have to do is reserve your Supernatural All Access Pass. There is only 9 left, folks. We have one person who picked it up, and that's Destiny Saria. Cheers to you, Destiny. You're a trooper. You got your ticket already. This is it, folks. Now is the time to do it right now. If you don't have the opportunity, you may not get it.
Jeffrey, if I may.
Yes, Oracle.
That perk gets them a ticket to the Hollywood show, correct?
That's correct. The Hollywood show on Friday the 13th in Los Angeles. The main event, Shockfest Film Festival. It gets you actual ticket to join us at Shockfest.
Does it also get them some sort of copy of the game?
It absolutely does, Oracle. You get an expansion pack of the game and a regular copy. So you get the very best that we have to offer in regards to that game. Thank you so much for clarifying, Oracle.
Well, it's more like a 2-for-1. This is a great deal. Do I have to purchase a ticket? Because I will surely buy that package if that is how I get in.
I think you do, Oracle. And so do all of you. Guys, comment in the comments below. We love to know if you've got your copy of the game. If you'd like to get a ticket, this is the way to do it. In fact, I'm going to have a little banner pop down on the bottom for you to know exactly how you can get it in the igg.me at Halloween Never Ends. It's right there on the bottom of the screen.
You say Destiny Soria already has her ticket?
Yes, she does. I get to see you guys, she said.
And I
Destiny
shall
Soria.
purchase my ticket as well.
Excellent news, Oracle. We would
Joe,
love you.
I've got to ask you a question. This is Professor Wang. I want to know, from all the characters at Shockfest, who is your favorite?
Oh, I can't choose. I'm a fan
You're
of
going to
all
have
of you
to now,
guys.
Joe. You've been put on the spot. There's no other choice.
We all know who your favorite is,
Let's
Joe.
say- I'll
You
say
can't tell,
this.
but I am winking.
I'll say this. Each one of you guys have a specific element that I am a fan of, and I can't choose either one over the other. Sorry.
Oh, that's a silly answer, Joe. Everybody's got a favorite.
Joe, I did not know you were running for president this year. Make a decision, man.
Hey, man, I got to tell you, Joe, is your...
There he goes. Hillbilly Terry. Caught in the portal. He'll be back.
That eliminates him. That is, oh, there he, God, my
Hey,
goodness.
I got to tell you, is your favorite part of me my cousin?
Possibly, maybe. Actually, yeah, maybe.
Are you the baby's daddy? Are you?
No, it's not me. I'm sorry, Terry. I'm sorry.
Darn it, I wanted you to be part family, man.
Joe's family to everybody here at Shockfest.
I'm a lover. That's all it is.
So you are the father.
I'm a lover too, and I'm frozen. My screen's frozen.
Yes, technical difficulties as they were, but we can still
I'll
hear
say
you.
this. I'll say this. Jeffrey, you're just creepy and very smart. So that's what I like about you. Wang is just a genius. Terry, you creep me out and make me laugh a lot. And Oracle's just a badass. I mean, I love his helmet. It's just a badass. So I love all of you guys. You guys are the shit.
Joe, wait a minute, man. I got to ask you this. Have you seen my helmet? You want me to pull it out? You want to see my bone? You want to see my helmet bone?
That scares me.
Here it goes, man. There you go.
Oh, okay. You guys are all
Michael Pickle said he loves me, and this bone goes out to you, man. Let me put it right in your face, Michael Pickle. That bone is a piece of you now, man.
Hillbilly
Hey,
Terry.
take my bone, girl. Take my bone, girl. Take it from me. Here.
Folks, we are so close to the main event of Shockfest, November, Friday the 13th, and now is your time to get your copy of your ticket. You can also reserve the expansion pack of Halloween Never Ends. The link is in the banner below. This is the only way to get your ticket right now, folks. This is it. If you want to join us at Shockfest, Mr. Joe Lujan, you get your copy.
Yes. I would love to be there and attend for sure. It'd be
We'd
an
love
honor.
to have you join us.
And to see
Hillbilly.
all of your beautiful, creepy faces.
Wait a minute, man. You know, I'm a model, man. Can you see? Look at that face. I love you. Hey, Joe, I'm going to kiss you when I see you, man. I love kissing you.
I'm definitely open to it.
It's because you're cute,
Open
man.
to anything. I'm open
Oh,
to
I love
anything.
it. As long as you're open, I'm going to give it to you.
Oh, God. Oh, man.
Kisses. Sexy beast. Appropriate post, Christopher Maggard.
I second that, Christopher.
We've got some special announcements about our upcoming event, the Supernatural Drive-In. The Supernatural Drive-In is our next Portal event. We're very excited for this one. This is going to be taking place in October, and it's going to be in a special location. Hillbilly Terry, I know you've got a little bit of information on this one. It's close to where you live, or you're from.
That's right, man. We're going to reveal where the secret remote location for the portal's going to open up. Speaking of opening up, cousin, get back here. I'm going to have her open up her portal. Get over here, girl. Oh, mama. Go, mama. I love her so much. Ain't she a cutie pie?
Absolutely. Wang, this is a secret location, is that correct?
Yes, this is a secret location, and we have to use the long frequency, deep, penetrating sound ejector to reveal the location. And all I can say right now is that it is down south, south, south. It is down south. That's right, it's down south, man. Come on. Hey, girl, go down south. Come on, let's see you go down south. Now come back up north.
Joe, you must be a long traveler as well. I'm sure you've been both down south and up north.
Everywhere. I've been there, I'll admit it.
What's your favorite location to visit on a vacation, Joe?
I don't get many vacations, so I can't answer that. I don't ever. That's funny. I was on the team. I need a vacation. Not yet.
That's fascinating. Luke St. Germain, thank you for joining us today. The suspense is killing you. If the suspense doesn't the news certainly will. We're going to have some updates coming up very soon. Guys, tune into the Wang Macabre Radio Hour and, of course, our weekly newsletter run by the Oracle of the Film Festivals.
Oh, yes. Jeffrey, if I may, in this week's newsletter, I instructed people to watch a video and guess as to where they thought the location might be. Is there anyone that is close?
That's a great question. I will say we've got a few surprises about that. And yes, a few people did mention that it was close. By the way, there was something else that we did this week. We had a few correspondences with some of our filmmakers, and I'd like to give away a few shout outs to all of you, the people who interacted with us. I'm going to take over the screen for just a minute, and I'd love to give you top 10 folks shout outs. This is exciting. Shallow Creek Cult. I want to give you a shout out for your film, The Script, Charlie Horowitz. That was actually announced at the Horror Library, a Vegas magic show. The film Lord, Death Tarp, the short screenplay by David Sharp. Make-A-Wish, a film by Edward Hong. Edward, it's been great interacting with you. Thank you so much for joining us. The Re-Education of Jane Brown by Katie McGee. McGee, I love that name. Is Someone There by Brian Ralston. That's a film. Body Farm by Michael Girino. The Axe and the Iron, directed by Matthew Roseman. And One Last Monster, Gene Kim. One Last Monster, you're actually a poster finalist for Macabre Mansion. And I'd like to give a few extra shout-outs just because I love you. Christopher Maggard and your film Rosalie. Luke St. Germain, The Ghosts of Uptown Street from Salem, Massachusetts. And Andrew Pignon. Folks, we do shout-outs every week. All you got to do is interact with us. We want to know that you love us and we love you. And just follow up, answer your questions, answer our questions, ask us questions. We've got some crazy updates for you as we go. Folks, ask away in the comments. Tell us about your productions. We'd like to know exactly what's your movie. Oracle, tell us about what it was like naming those screenplays on stage in the Horror Library.
Well, it was a very trying thing, as we have already established. You and I turned it into some sort of a game to make it fun for the attendees. But the list was rather long. We here at Shockfest love to highlight independent filmmakers. So it was very hard to turn anyone away.
Andrew Pignon says, I love you. I love you too, Andrew. It's been great chatting with you on the phone. Folks, there are ways to talk to me, Jeffrey Macabre. I will give you a call personally if you pick up your copy of Halloween Never Ends. And this is also the one way right now to get your ticket to Shockfest Film Festival. Go ahead, donate to the Halloween Never Ends game and get your Supernatural All Access Pass. That is the only way currently to get your ticket to Shockfest. You can join us live, and there's only 9 left. We have 1 purchased, and that's Destiny Saria. Guys, this is your special opportunity. It's getting to be that time, folks. We're really close to the end. And folks, we're also really close to the date of our big event in Los Angeles, Friday the 13th in November. And we have some exciting updates. Folks, on Halloween Never Ends, we're doing a stretch goal. In 1 week, we were able to hit our goal. And now we're doing a stretch goal. Let's see if we can make it together. You and us, the crew and friends of Shockfest. And you, Joe Lujan. We love you, Joe. Give everybody a round of applause. Joe, give everybody in the audience, give Joe a shout out. I'll give you a shout out too if you shout Joe out right now in the next 3 minutes.
Folks, come on, we love you, Joe. Come on, my cousin loves you.
You guys are amazing. I love you guys.
Love you too so much. Christopher Maggard says, get your copy. Chris, thank you so much. He got a couple copies. That guy is a trooper. Check out his film, Rosalie. Shock Fest forever. Leonard, thank you so much for joining us and being a part of this journey.
Hey, who's that blonde babe? Christine Olsen. She's one sexy girl.
We're going to give her a shout out. Christine Olsen. Thank you for
love
joining
her,
us.
man. She's one hottie patati.
She looks very familiar.
Absolutely. Oh, Chris, have a great night. Much
Hey,
love
I
and
want to
respect.
give her more than a shout out. I want to give Christine Olsen more than a shout out. I'm going to gimme.
Well, Hillbilly Terry, if anybody's going to be doing it, I'm sure it's you. I know you've got the gusto for it. Oracle.
Yes, Jeffrey.
Tell me a little bit about the Horror Library. I'd like to hear a few more words from you about the Horror Library before we wrap up.
Well, the Horror Library.
There he goes, into the snake pit, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, we do the snake pit every week when we are done with our guests. Our guests need to go after a while, and it looks like Oracle is the first one to leave.
Did you notice? Look, Joe, look at the snake pit.
I hate snakes. No, I'm good.
Well, this is how we communicate with people with our long frequency, deep penetrating sound ejector. Have you ever heard of a long frequency, deep penetrating sound ejector?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Excellent. You're a brilliant man.
You are. You know your shit.
Hillbilly Terry.
Hey, wait a minute. Let me get my bone in my cousin. Before you cut me off, I got to tell you one last thing. These are important. Cousin, get over here. If you love my cousin,
There he goes. He's gone forever, folks. We'll never see him again. Or maybe we'll see him next episode. Joe.
Guys, thank you so much.
Joe, how can people see your work? I want you to tell us all about how people can watch your movies.
You guys could find the Amours or any other horror films out there on all streaming platforms. You could buy them at Walmart, Target, all major retailers carry them. You could find me and Carcass Studios on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Just search Joe Lujan and Carcass Studios, and visit our website, carcass-studios.com.
Excellent. Joe, thank you so much for joining us today. This has been a fascinating episode. We loved having you. I hope you enjoy A Pit of Snakes.
Honor. Thank you, guys.
goodbye, Joe. We love you so much.
Thank you, guys. Love you guys.
There you are falling. Falling. Do you feel the gravity pulling you?
It is horrible.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye, Joe. Goodbye, Joe.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Farewell. Adieu.
He died as he lived, trapped in a pit full of snakes in the middle of a conversation about filmmaking.
That was a great show, Jeffrey.
Yes, it was, and we are so close to our main event.
I have one thing, and this is a message for the ladies out there. Ladies only. This goes out for only the ladies. In order to get into Shockfest, you must do a purification. Did you hear that? A purification. It's so even hard for me to say. A purification ritual for only ladies. Stay tuned as I reveal more for ladies only. Purification ritual.
Well, we have some exciting updates coming up for sure. Guys, we're going to be revealing the surprise secret location of the Supernatural Drive-In. We'll be revealing the secrets of the purification ritual and, of course, Shockfest Film Festival. Folks, this has been an amazing episode, and we are very glad that you are all part of this. Wang, I think it's time to put you back in the portal.
Oh, must we end the show now?
I know, I'd rather not, but I'm afraid we're even going overtime. We're stealing the time from a couple evil clowns.
Well,
What a fun episode indeed, everybody. We were so grateful to have you join us. We revealed a special way you can get your ticket. Right now, there's only one way, and that's to pick up your Supernatural All Access Pass through Halloween Never Ends. Halloween Never Ends is the Shockfest-made game. You can take the experience of Shockfest home. The event is taking place so close. We are in lockdown in Los Angeles, folks, so if you want a guaranteed ticket, this is the only way. We cannot wait to have you join us. Pick up your copy of Halloween Never Ends, the expansion set, through Indiegogo, and you will get your ticket to Shockfest Film Festival. As we've been sharing with you all day, the Supernatural All Access Pass. That is the only way you will get a call from me, serenade from Hillbilly Terry, and of course, you'll be able to join us at Shockfest Film Festival. We spoke with Joe Lujan about his work, The Horror Library, our next Portal event, and soon we will be back for another week of the Wang Macabre Radio Hour. Tune in, folks. We have some surprises to share with you, and we can't wait to have you join us for another episode of the Wang Macabre Radio Hour.
Hello? Hello? This is Professor Wang. I repeat, if you can hear me, type a message below. Can you hear me? Like I stated earlier, I am broadcasting live from a secret remote location. I am turning you on. My long frequency deep penetrating sound ejector is opening up the portal. We are both coming in for the Wang Macabre.
A certain chick lies underground. She cannot rest until she is found. She's been dead and sort of blue. I'll tell you why and you'll live too. Midnight and she sighs, he hit the reply with camouflage.